done. Okay. Salut survivors! Welcome back to SolutOdka's channel in Night of the Dead Legendary Series for the wave 1609. In today's video, I will first present to you today's accomplishment, after which we'll insert an excerpt of today's daytime, and we will then play the whole night. If you're new here today, bienvenue. I wish you a warm welcome. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Now, let's get straight to the video. So, as you know, yesterday we had some interesting challenges to bring the zombies to come to the maze number 2 when they were falling off from the maze number 1. So today I did multiple testing. Oh, there is an owl. Actually, I already have 3 owls now. Anyway, I did multiple testing during the day with a 9 a.m. spawn, 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and then validated with a 9 p.m. spawn. So you will see in a minute a couple of excerpts from this testing. But the result is what I tested. As you can see, I modified the fence from yesterday to go really far. Now, the end of this fence for zombies to do a U-turn there is actually much further in terms of leech distance to the mid-bait. It's beyond the 8 blocks. And so I was hoping that when the zombies would need to go that far here, then they would, on the way, be attracted to the mid-bait number 2. So either they have changed something to the game, either there is some parameters that are unclear to me after the testings in the wave 43 in my normal playthrough on the green bait versus red bait. But normally when they were going at the end here, they should have gone for this mid bait. But they did not. As you will see, I think it's the 9 a.m. test, this one, or the 1 p.m. test. So what I did then, I added a bridge here to connect the mid-bait number 1 to the maze number 2. So it's connected through 2 trapdoors and 1 regular door. And thanks to that bridge, when zombies are now falling here, they are taking the right path. They are then going to the mid-bait, to the maze number 2. Sorry, they go up that side here. As you can see, some of the other constructions of today has been this connecting bridge. So now we are connected, maze 2 and maze 1. We have this walkway overhead. Here in the coming days, I will build, I think, a structure to build trebuchets overhead here. I need to build a bit of geometry and calculation on where to put the trebuchets exactly. But that walkway is now connecting the maze 1 and the maze 2. And that's really great. It will be a big time saver. So now that our first guests are arriving, I will briefly show you today's excerpt. Okay, cool. So, we have our first guest here. Today has been pretty intense. I have not repaired all perfectly. We are going to do this partly during the wave. But it will be interesting to see the first ones falling here under us on the left, how they behave, so you can see by yourself their path to the maze number 2 here. So I can dictate if they go back to maze number 2 or maze number 1 based on that door. If this door is open when they fall, they go to maze number 2. Okay, here is one. Yeah, you can see the cutter rotating there. He is going for the maze number 2. So that was, as you could see in the excerpt of the day, that was quite some testing. So today I did not have much more time rather than these constructions and tests, because I had to ensure to attract them properly every time for each test. So I needed to be ready. So I was cutting trees, harvesting tree branches in between spawns. But in between I got time to prepare my revive chest. So now at my green flag there I have a box, I have a gun, not upgraded, I have a bow and a hammer, both are level 5, a couple of bullets, a bit of food, some arrows as well. So if things would go sour in the coming days, and it's likely at some point in time it happens, I will have a little revival bag to get the starting kit to be able to pick up my real backpack. Some of the other things of today, as you can see now, I have this flamethrower. So we'll try not to abuse from it in order to save on fuel. But now when there will be really too many and we want them to slow down here in the entrance to get time to reload or repair, or should some major problem happen, then we now have this handheld flamethrower. So we have now completed this connection to the maze 2. I'm really happy of it, because last night was a little bit of a disappointment that it did not work right away for them to go toward the maze 2, but now it's working. So as you know, that was a goal originally for day 15. Well, it's one day later, it's for day 16. So we still have 4 days to prepare for the big wave 20. So in these 4 days, as mentioned earlier and discussed before, I will prepare to add more range traps, trebuchets, ballistas, and maybe even a flamethrower. I'm thinking specifically for the night 20. I'm not a huge fan of it because of the oil, the fuel, and therefore the oil it's consuming. And I like to be careful with that very precious resource. But let's say here, there could be a little platform with a flamethrower pointed toward that direction that could slow them down. And the trebuchets in this location here, or even on the floor here perhaps, as long as it's at least 5 blocks away, then they will be able to pound them. That would be a good combination. Flamethrower to slow them down and burn them, while the trebuchet to pound them like artillery. So I'm really happy of this connection. We are going to be able to test it well during the final wave, where there are regularly a lot of zombies falling on the inner side, and then they need to go to the maze number 2. So in the future, there will be a balance between increasing the power, the damage power of the maze number 1 and the damage power of the maze number 2. More or less the reject from the maze number 1 will go to maze number 2. So if the maze number 1 is stronger, there will be less reject going to maze number 2. On the other hand, there will always be some rejects, so the maze number 2 need to be able to handle them, or it will fail. Now in the very, very long term, now that we have the principle in place on how to send them from maze 1 to maze 2, while we could consider that whoever falls from maze 2 could go to maze 3. That is, I think, the way on how we can go really far beyond wave 20. But we are not yet there. Let's focus on the current goal to survive the wave 20. Now, as we have discussed in the channel and in the previous videos, I am short on intestines. So I got a lot of good suggestions, and I implemented several of them, including to go from one medium animal trap that was actually really low. I now have 4 running full speed, so the whole day I got plenty. And I have added more spikes. I cannot show you now where I added the spikes, but at the end of the episode we can go do a little tour there anyway, when I will be going to the mining machines. Actually, for the mining machines, what I'm lacking of now, and that is the very first time for me in this game, I am lacking of plastics. Actually no, not the plastic, not the white plastic, the black plastic, the rubber. Yes, it's called rubber. So I'm lacking of rubber. That is actually very interesting. I never lacked of rubber ever before in this game. So I'm actually happy. It means increasing the difficulty, new challenges. I mean, this would not happen if I wouldn't need to produce 30 to 40 maintenance kits every single day, obviously. But new shortages. In the rubber, there is no way to produce it. It's only from these loot bags and from the scavenging. I think when you scavenge, it's mostly from cars, if I'm not mistaken. So it's good because I wanted to go scavenge more cars, you know, towards the city, clearing up the path towards the city. So I will have additional interest of going to do some scavenging towards the city. Whew, that was a flying limb here. Before 2 in the morning, we need to go check a little bit. Actually, maybe we should do it soon. Have a little check in terms of reloading of the maze number 2, because I did some tests and then there are some falling already now. So we need to make sure that the first few traps of the maze number 2 are not completely out of counts. Look, it might soon be the final wave. We don't know exactly when, so let's go there. 66. There is actually a loot bag here. Look, let's just reload the first few traps completely. We still have 100 plus branches, so. But look, here is one guest coming to visit this maze number 2. So here we will double it up and make it wider to put trebuchet or this. For the moment, it's a little bit tricky. I need to be careful not to fall. I don't have yet the 50% off on the fall damage. Cool. Okay, so maze number 2 is kind of ready to welcome bigger guests. It is 2 in the morning. The final wave is about to arrive. Let's eat. Ooh, actually I have 0 buff. Let me get a buff. It's not the time to take this kind of risks. In terms of food, I did some preparation, but I have not yet done cooking per se. Okay, the big wave is coming now. It's now. There is really a lot more every single day. Huh? Some get stuck, it seems, here. So you see, to have trebuchet to pound there would be great. But I am very close, so I could be damaged. So I don't want the trebuchet to pound there directly. I would prefer them to be stuck somewhere a little bit further away, and the trebuchet to pound on them where I have no chance on being damaged. They are really getting stuck today here. It's not like that in general, right? Let's do a big burning here. Ah! Nice. Cool. Let's make sure it's not running out of counts. Okay. Big rounds of reloads here. Everything ran out of counts. Except the outer one, as usual. See, somehow. Hola. Some more damage here. With all the explosions. Why? Oh la la. Why are they stuck here? Wait, I see one attacking the mid-bait. But I need to unlock them. Why are they stuck here? I mean, sometime here I don't really understand why is this. Okay, now the mid-bait. Okay, this is done. Okay, let's make sure. Yeah, repaired. Let's go. I mean, they are all getting stuck here. I would like to know why. Okay, they are going. Oh, they broke that wall. It's probably due to the explosions downstairs. Okay, let's focus on repairing now. Repairing, reloading urgently before things go haywire. There is this one guy here stuck. I need to unstuck him. Why is he stuck? Okay, now we moved. Problem is that when they are stuck, they damage everything around them, so it's probably all about to break here. Let's just repair, reload everything. Now, why do they get stuck? I don't know, but it has happened before. We saw it that there was one zombie being stuck in a shredding corridor, and then what would happen is that then he would try to do a U-turn for some reason, and then when trying to do a U-turn, then well, he would block the path for the others. But why in the first place he would try to do a U-turn? We have one of my little stairs burning, but that's really completely secondary right now. It's okay. Yes. It's more important to make sure that here it's not collapsing. I mean, if they break one or two traps, it's fine, but we don't want them to demolish the base. I think in the coming nights I will do like what I did last night. It's to do a complete repair reload. Look, if I still have time to go stop this fire, then why not? Up. So yeah, that door broke here. And the shredder as well. It's probably due to the explosions. Yeah, we can see a lot of damage all around the place. But why would the wall break and not the fence? Maybe the wall has a lower HP than the fence? That's a possible thing. No more stones. Okay. Cool. Look, we survived. They broke one trap. I think I'm pretty happy. That was a good test also to see where there is a weak points. We have discussed about the weak points before, right? And we had discussed that the weak point that I was anticipating was here, when it's going from 1 lane to 2 lanes. Actually, we were able to see at some point in time this is what was happening. But what we saw also before was them being stuck at the entrance. Because it's a 2-lane entrance, so actually to put an outer 3-lane entrance before going down to 2, and that 3-lane entrance to be where the trebuchet will shoot at would be great. That would be constructive in terms of increasing the output damage and reducing the risk that they choke at the gate with a 2 lanes gate here. So to make it 3 lanes between this wall that should be upgraded, of course, and here 3 lanes, maybe a V shape going toward outside, toward here. So the entrance would be here, say maybe 5 blocks wide, and end up here with 3 lanes. And then from there, then go into the 2 lanes there. I think that would be a good solution for that issue. The issue of the wall breaking, well, it's partly a consequence of the first problem we just talked about, and I need to get more stones on me. I have plenty in the boxes, but not here. So here, yeah, the wall here is kind of a little bit of an issue. This one is intact. Here it's all intact. That's really the explosions they did here generated a lot of damages. Okay, then the other issue, there was one that arrives to the end. So I'm not sure how he reached the end. It has happened during my testing that there was a guy here on that stair trying to bash, and it has happened before for them to utilize these little stairs to get in when I was there. So that could be perhaps a possibility, an explanation. Anyway, these little stairs there, I need less of these. For during construction is very much needed, but now there is a lot. Let's look at the trap counts. 0, so it did not get used. Okay, these 9 and 7, that's from the daytime testing. So I'm not sure how we arrived to the end, except the stairs. I don't understand. Ooh, 9 counts. 9 have reached the end here. Okay, good. Right, let's reload it. So every time will be tricky to reload. Up. Okay, good. And anyway, I could just get down now to be able. Look, I'll do a proper full reload later. Now we have reloaded a little bit for the daytime spawns if they are coming, and I need to do a full loot, full reload repair. What could be interesting? Oh, one was very damaged. Ah, yeah, that's the one close to there because of the explosions. Okay, I suppose. So here, 0 counts. 0 counts. Oh, let's see up to where there is 0 counts. 0, 0, 0. So a lot of them actually did go through the maze number 2. Wow. So deep into it. Okay, here it's half. I haven't finished to put cutters here. I need to finish to do that. A lot of polishing to do. And then here, 5. 5 use the trapdoor. Okay. Well, that's good. Really good. The Maze 2 did handle some of the guys. What's happening? Ah. Why is he coming here though? 1 second. Yeah, I mean here if I don't reload they will just run in circle here. If all traps are empty. Well, that's good, huh? That's perfect testing. When I did come before the whole night to do reloading, that was good, but I need to plan. During the final wave, I was meaning earlier, not the whole night. During the final wave, I need to plan to come here as well. Okay, so I should have a little timer with me actually, and say, okay, after 3 minutes, I go there, because I cannot keep looking, are there zombies going there or not? More or less, all the ones falling are all coming here, right? I mean, that's the goal. So they don't loop back to the main. And the trebuchet? 17. Okay. Cool. Then I wanted to show you a little construction that I did. I saw something very damaged. No, that was just that. Okay. Look, all these animals I was talking about there. Tack, 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 tack. So yeah, here I have built this fence all the way through, and a little passageway here. For me, I can either go through the spikes or go through the door. I have here a little ramp access that zombies cannot cross, and I can easily do that. And I have this fence here going up to the very end there. This is so that there is no shortcut for them to have a fastest or shortest path to the mid bait. Because actually, when it was only up to somewhere here, they were they were coming here. That's why I extended to the end. So from there we can connect to the airport. I think I don't have any more maintenance paper with me. Yeah, I have no maintenance kits. So let's take care of this after. And here I have extended the fence. So look, rabbits. Yeah, earlier, I mean before, I had it just up to here, these spikes, for days, and I was constantly getting rabbits. But this one here, it's still getting rabbits. They are not the bigger animals, the deer and all these are not getting caught. So I will extend this. Intent is somewhere up to almost the corner. So they try to get in and out here, and here it's full of spikes, and then die in the spikes here. So this way I don't need to build these spikes everywhere, but just from the house to the airport. I haven't yet finished it, but that will be soon a goal. Hey, come here. I need your intestines. Okay, cool. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for these coming nights towards the wave 20. And assuming I'm surviving it that far, but so far we seem in a good situation. So have a good day and see you tomorrow.